Thanks for having me on the show. My name is Rahul Pagidipati. I'm the CEO of ZebPay. ZebPay is one of India's oldest and one of the largest Bitcoin exchanges. We're very proud of the mission for helping enable financial inclusion and freedom throughout crypto and Web3. We're entering a winter, so I feel like it's a slow downtrend bear market. A lot of our competitors have either gone bankrupt or they've been laying off a lot of people. And usually what happens is in times like this, there are people who have been over leveraged, people who have borrowed money, and usually because they borrowed money and markets have corrected, they basically suffered. So what we're anticipating happening over this time is as markets pull back, a lot of the people who are financially strong and able to survive are going to be the ones who reap all the benefits during the next bull market. The last thing I'd say is VC participation is also slowly starting to rise. After valuations have now compressed, a lot of companies have gone under, and really the companies that are able to navigate this mess, they're the ones who are going to win over the next 3 or 4 or 5 years. Usually during these downturns, the strongest companies emerge, and those are the ones which really kind of set the trend over the next decade. We're really excited about the budget for 2023, but why don't I talk about the last year first? This past year was a huge year for our industry. The budget of 2022 talked about the implementation of a 1% tax deduction at source. And that meant that on every transaction of crypto, both on any regulated Indian entity, there's a 1% cost that's sent straight to the income tax department. Even we love this, we want more regulatory clarity. That tax is pretty high, and we're hoping that it comes down from 1% to hopefully about something more 0.1%. This is much more similar to what would happen to a stock or a bond or a security, or even to something like gold. And the other tax is a 30% capital gains tax. And what we're also hoping here is that this can eventually be offset. Right now, the way these taxes work is that if you make a gain on Bitcoin, you don't get to, and you make a loss on Ethereum, you don't get to offset them. So we've been working with regulators and policymakers to give them more clarity about why these assets are amazing and why they should be taxed more like securities or commodities. And we anticipate for the next year's budget, a lot of regulators have been asking us on what's the better way to regulate this stuff? How are other countries doing it? What are some of the best practices around the world? And we've been working with high quality, let's say, consulting companies with some of our collaborators, what I call them, in the space. And we anticipate that over the time, it might take a few years, but taxes will come down. And what that will also mean is that more of our high quality developers will decide to build in India versus building abroad. And that's gonna be really important because if India wants to win the Web3 game, what we have to do is we have to have a lot of high quality software developers, high quality engineers, high quality marketing and technical people to be here. And if we want to be a champion for Web3, it really comes down to our budget and our regulatory environment.